Insuring a home on the North Carolina coast. I get questions about insurance in our area all the time. You're not just investing in property, you're investing in peace of mind. And to truly protect that investment, you need the right insurance. Let's break down what that looks like for coastal homeowners. I'm Kimberly Crouch with eXp Realty. I am not a licensed insurance agent, so please make sure you consult one for professional advice on this topic. First, standard homeowners insurance or hazard insurance. This covers your home against things like fire theft, lightning, pipe burst, and liability. It's essential, but here's the catch. It doesn't cover wind, hail, or flood damage, and those are the big ones here on the coast. So next, you'll likely need a wind and hail policy, either as an add-on or a standalone policy. Many coastal counties, including New Hanover, Brunswick, and Pender, fall outside the wind coverage limits of most national carriers. So you'll often need to go through the NCJUA or NCIUA, also known as the North Carolina Joint and North Carolina Insurance Underwriting Associations. NCJUA insures under one combined policy, and NCIUA has a hazard policy plus a separate wind and hail policy. The cost can be significantly different. Make certain to review the details of the policy with your insurance agent. Some have exclusions such as wind-driven rain, and it is important to work with a vetted insurance agent who understands the policies, the carriers underwriting them, and how financially sound they are, and how likely your premiums are to fluctuate from year to year based on the policy you choose. And here's something really important. Named storms, like hurricanes or tropical storms, often come with separate higher deductibles. In these coastal areas, almost all companies have a mandatory minimum named storm deductible of at least 1% of what your home is insured for. Some companies either mandate 2% or even up to 5% of the home's value, and this is something that often goes unnoticed if you're not looking for it. That means if a hurricane damages your roof, your out-of-pocket cost could be thousands more than your standard deductible. Make sure you know what your named storm deductible is. And one more thing you need to know about named storms. Insurance companies stop issuing or updating policies once a storm is officially named and enters a certain range of the coastline. This is called a moratorium, and it means if you're under contract or trying to bind coverage at the last minute, you might be out of luck until the storm passes. That's why I always tell buyers, don't wait. Get your wind and flood insurance locked in early, especially during hurricane season. Then there's flood insurance. And trust me, it doesn't matter whether you're technically in a flood zone or not. Flooding can happen anywhere, and standard homeowners insurance won't cover it. You can get flood insurance through the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, or from private carriers, and I always recommend getting a quote from both. Flood insurance does have a mandatory 30-day waiting period before the policy takes effect, unless mandated at the time of closing by your mortgage company. Here's what I tell my clients. Don't wait until you're under contract to explore your options. Start early. Talk to a coastal insurance expert who understands the nuances of our area. You'll want to ask what is and isn't covered under each policy. How much is the deductible for named storms? Do I need separate flood insurance even if I'm not in a designated flood zone? Yes, it's a little more complex to insure a home at the coast, but it's worth it for this lifestyle. With the right coverage in place, you can protect your investment and sleep easy when the winds pick up. Do you need a local insurance contact? I have a trusted list. Let's make sure your dream home is covered from every angle. I'm Kimberly Crouch with eXp Realty. Authentic coastal luxury at every price point.